Hi there, everyone. Welcome back to 3 News Now. Today is Friday, March 5th. I'm Stephanie Haney. Thanks for choosing to be here for the top stories from WKYC.com and our WKYC app. We have lots of updates to get through today. This first story is the number one story on WKYC.com right now. A cheerleading coach in Wickliffe has been placed on administrative leave after the handling of several cheer members' posts, with one of those students ending up temporarily suspended from the team for speaking out after her teammates allegedly posted homophobic and insensitive comments. Here's what we know so far. It's at Wickliffe High School, and cheer coach Jessica Hopton has been placed on administrative leave. 16-year-old Jasmine Rembert was kicked off the cheer squad temporarily after she confronted two teammates who allegedly mocked police brutality on social media, and one of the students that she confronted is said to have used homophobic slurs, made fun of a disabled cheerleader, and told a black student to go pick cotton. Jasmine posted a TikTok video in response to this alleged occurrence happening, and she said, "I'm so sorry, but it's 2021. We're not taking any steps forward. We're taking steps back, and it's because of people like you." This was a 17-second video that she posted to TikTok. Well, after that video got posted, some students got, or at least one student received death threats. It's not clear who that student was, whether that was Jasmine or one of the students who allegedly made the inappropriate comments. And so the students then reached out to the cheer coach for help, and this is the message that Jasmine said that she received from the cheer coach. A text message that said, "Your public snap was a reflection on you, cheer, and the school. And as far as cheerleading, it is my discretion on how or when to punish the girls on the team without a public monologue from someone who is supposed to be her teammate on one of those teams." And then Jasmine went on to say that the final message told her that she was no longer a part of the cheer team. Now, Wickliffe High School Superintendent Joe Spiccia explained that Coach Hopton's actions were unacceptable. He did say that he thought her intent was good, but that she needed to look at everything that was going on that led to the text message that she sent to Jasmine. Now, after receiving that text message, Jasmine says that if it wasn't for her mom, she would have been feeling guilty about potentially being viewed as a bully for using her voice in this situation. But now she says, thanks to her mother's reassurance, "I don't regret it, but then I feel like I do because I looked at this girl who's a bully." And then she went on to say that people might have a perspective of, these are her words, "She's black, she's mean, she's going to bully this girl," stuff like that. "I don't want to be looked at like that because that's not the kind of person that I am." The superintendent went on to say that Hopton is now on administrative leave pending an investigation into this situation. She's not permitted to have contact with the students. Now, it's worth mentioning that the students who allegedly mocked police brutality, used homophobic slurs, and made the allegedly inappropriate comments were still on the team after the alleged incident. They were just not allowed to cheer during games. Now, Principal Shyla Mexter later confirmed to Jasmine that she was not kicked off the team after the text message. And moving forward, Jasmine says that she would like to see more school awareness, like assemblies, classes, and programs about how impactful words can be and how much they can hurt. If there are updates to this, we will certainly bring you those on WKYC.com. Today, this afternoon, we learned from Governor Mike DeWine during his press conference that there's a mass vaccination clinic coming to Cleveland State University. It'll be in the Wolstein Center, and it will open on March 17th on St. Patrick's Day. Now, this vaccination site will have the capacity to be able to give people 6,000 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine per day, and it will run for 8 weeks. Now, the location was chosen by FEMA based on its closeness to a large number of Ohio's high-risk citizens and medically underserved people here in the Northeast Ohio area. About 1.1 million Ohioans ages 60 and older live in Northeast Ohio, and more than 25,000 total Ohioans who live within 1 mile of the Wolstein Center at Cleveland State University. Of those people, 45% live below the poverty level. Now, the Wolstein Center Mass Vaccination Clinic will operate 7 days a week, and it will offer first doses of the Pfizer vaccine during its first 3 weeks of operations. And those people who receive that dose in those first 3 weeks, they'll then be guaranteed a dose in the second 3 weeks, the second dose, so in weeks 4, 5, and 6 of the clinic. It hasn't yet been determined what brand of the vaccine will be offered during the last 2 weeks of the clinic. And this clinic is being opened with the support of President Joe Biden's administration and also Federal Emergency Management Agency, that's FEMA there. It will be operated by the Ohio Department of Health, the Ohio National Guard, and Ohio Emergency Management Agency. And it will get support from FEMA, the U.S. Department of Defense, the City of Cleveland, Cuyahoga County, and Cleveland State University. Now, in addition to this mass vaccination site, there are 15 regional COVID-19 state-sponsored mass vaccination sites that will open later this month. Those will be located in Akron, Youngstown, Lima, Maumee, Dayton, Columbus, Cincinnati, Chillicothe, Marietta, Wilmington, and Zanesville. There will also be 4 mobile mass vaccination clinics making rounds in the area of northwestern and west central Ohio. We've got those details on WKYC.com, and Governor DeWine says that the regional sites will operate until they are no longer necessary. Now, yesterday, we learned that Governor Mike DeWine said that once the state gets to 50 COVID-19 cases per 100,000 residents, that all of the health orders will be lifted. That means the mask mandates, that means the limits on gatherings, so on and so forth. So I want to break that down for you and let you know what that means. So to give you a little bit of context, on March 3rd, 2 days ago, Ohio was at 179 cases per 100,000 people. Backtrack to February 3rd, a month ago, Ohio was at 445 cases per 100,000 people. And if we go back to December 3rd, 4 months ago, Ohio was at 3 months ago, Ohio was at 731 cases per 100,000 people. So you might be wondering, how is this number calculated? Well, let's break that down. The officials take the number of newly reported cases over a 2-week period, because we're looking at a 2-week period here. You divide that number by Ohio's population, which is about 1.7 million. So you've got your number of cases, you're dividing it by Ohio's population, which is 1.7 million, and then you get a number. You multiply that by 100,000. That gives you the number of cases per 100,000 people. So Governor DeWine said to get to the goal of 50 cases per 100,000 people, we would need about 5,845 or less new cases statewide over a 2-week period. To give you a little bit more context, Ohio's March 3rd report of 179 cases per 100,000 people, well, when that number was arrived at, the state had documented about 21,000 new cases over a 2-week period. So a substantial way to go, but the numbers are certainly trending in that way, and we look forward to the day that that is the case and those orders can be lifted here in the state of Ohio. Speaking of that, the tribe could potentially be at full capacity by July if enough people get COVID-19 vaccines. Governor DeWine said yes, when the tribe hosts its home opener next month at Progressive Field, it will do so at 30% capacity because that's the latest order that's been entered by the state. But DeWine says that we could be moving away from that by May 1st and that he would hope that by July 4th, the tribe will be at full capacity at Progressive Field. So fingers crossed for there. Now, if you're a fan of Dingus Day, here's good news for you. It's returning this year after, of course, having to take a break last year. So this will be Cleveland's 11th annual Polish celebration, and it's happening on April 5th, but it will look just a bit different. Now, if you're wondering what Dingus Day is, as I was wondering when I first heard about it last year and was hoping to experience, but, we'll get there one day. This is the holiday that falls on the Monday after Easter, and it honors Polish culture and ways to, quote, blow off a little bit of steam after Lent. If you've been giving up some of the good stuff over Lent, this is your opportunity to maybe binge and enjoy yourself a little bit. So Dingus Day this year will be split into 3 separate events, and each will have a limit of 100 tickets per session. So this is all on April 5th, 3 different sessions, 100 tickets per session in order to comply with COVID-19 safety precautions. And there'll also be a live stream of the whole thing on the Dingus Day Facebook page if you can't attend or you're not quite ready to do that just yet. So the sessions will be broken up from 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., from 2 to 5 p.m., and from 6 to 10 p.m. And across those sessions will be a pierogi eating contest, polka dancing, live entertainment. There's a Miss Dingus Day pageant. There will also be DJ Kishka, who is a renowned polka personality, serving as the host of the day-long celebration. And this is all taking place at Forest City Brewery, which is the oldest beer garden in Ohio. Now, if you want to get a ticket, it's $50, or you can rent a private room for $1,000 per session. That includes beer and food as well. And as we know, March is Women's History Month, and in honor of that, 3 News wants to celebrate the women who have changed your lives. So we want to know what special woman has really made a major impact in your life, and we want you to let us know all about her. Send us an email to yoursay@wkyc.com. That's YOURSAY, yoursay@wkyc.com. Include a photo, how she's made an impact in your life, and any other details you'd like us to know about her. And she could be featured on What's New at 5 p.m. So get those submissions in so that we can celebrate the women who are doing incredible things here in Northeast Ohio. That's it for your 3 News Now update for Friday, March 5th. I'll see you next up on What's New with your Trending Stories segment in Clicking in Cleveland. I'll also see you on Front Row with a preview of my podcast, 3 Things to Know with Stephanie Haney, that's out now. This is about the importance of getting those regular medical checkups and what's at risk if you skip them, as we find ourselves now about 1 year into the pandemic here in the state of Ohio. All right, everyone, enjoy your afternoon between now and then. Stay safe and be well, and I'll see you back here on Monday for more 3 News Now. I'm Stephanie Haney.